In the grand theater of American politics, where the spectacle never ceases, we find ourselves amid yet another act in the ongoing drama of President Donald Trump's administration. Today, we're exploring the latest episode featuring Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, who triumphantly declared that 99.9% of diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives have been eradicated from the military. Yes, folks, in a cabinet meeting that might as well have been held in an alternate universe, Hegseth assured the president that this monumental achievement was almost complete. One might wonder, did he receive a gold star for his efforts? Or perhaps a mission accomplished banner? With President Trump's insatiable quest for perfection, he naturally inquired about the remaining 0.1%. After all, in a world where 99.9% isn't good enough, Hegseth must now embark on a journey to find that elusive final fraction of DEI, perhaps hiding out in the crevices of a Pentagon office or maybe tucked away in the footnotes of a diversity training manual. One can only imagine the determination required to hunt down and squash the last vestiges of inclusivity, a task fit for only the most intrepid of bureaucrats. What follows is a tale of executive orders, court battles, and the peculiar logic of banning inclusivity in the name of unity. In January, Trump signed an executive order barring transgender individuals from serving openly in the military, a move that seems to be part of a broader strategy to redefine equality by ensuring everyone is equally excluded. However, reality has a pesky way of intruding on such grand plans, as two federal judges issued injunctions in March blocking the enforcement of this ban. U.S. District Judge Ana Reyes even went so far as to call the order soaked in animus. One can almost hear the collective gasp of surprise from the administration. Who knew that policies drenched in prejudice might face legal challenges? Judge Reyes went further, highlighting the irony that thousands of transgender service members have risked their lives to protect the very rights now being denied to them. It's a classic case of do as I say, not as I do, where sacrifice for country is celebrated unless, of course, your identity doesn't align with the administration's vision. But fret not, for the Trump administration is nothing if not consistent in its inconsistency. In another stroke of bureaucratic brilliance, Trump signed an executive order banning DEI content in K-12 schools receiving federal funds. The military service academies were initially spared, likely because someone remembered that they're not K-12 institutions. However, the Pentagon eventually took matters into its own hands, directing the Naval Academy to purge its library of DEI-related books. One can only assume that the reading list now includes such enlightening titles as How to Regress to the 1950s and The Joy of Uniformity. Among the nearly 400 books removed are works by Ibram X. Kendi, a prominent scholar in anti-racist research. His books are now presumably gathering dust in the annals of forbidden literature, alongside titles like Our Time Is Now, Power, Purpose, and the Fight for a Fair America. It seems promoting awareness of systemic racism is simply too radical an idea for the current administration. After all, it's much easier to pretend inequality doesn't exist than to confront uncomfortable truths. To keep the momentum going, Hegseth made it abundantly clear that the Pentagon will not entertain any DEI initiatives under his watch. His message on X, formerly known as Twitter, left no room for ambiguity. The president's guidance, lawful orders, is clear. No more DEI at depth of defense. Ah, yes, the sweet sound of progress being rolled back, all in 280 characters or less. At this point, you might be wondering, dear viewers, what's next for the administration's crusade against diversity? Will there be a new task force established to ensure all workplaces are equally devoid of differing perspectives? Perhaps a national holiday celebrating conformity? Only time will tell. But as we continue to navigate this surreal landscape, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more satirical takes on the absurdity of politics. And while you're at it, give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the irony of it all, or leave a comment below with your thoughts on the matter. After all, your opinions are the diversity we can still celebrate. In closing, we pose this question to you, our discerning audience. In a world striving for progress, how do we reconcile policies that seem bent on taking us backward? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. Until next time, stay informed, stay critical, and most importantly, stay amused.